Hello, NA, Jason William Mitchiner, Galbraith, GAOMG. Just want to go over the child support with everybody. I'm having heart surgery done on October 20th. So this Friday the 13th, a week from then, I'm going to have heart surgery, and who knows how that could go. Hopefully I'll be okay. But that also explains like some of these clips and stuff. So anyway, it's for my son, Donovan Jason Mitchiner. This is all the court stuff about child support, so because you have one narrative. It's your mother, your fake father, all of their family, all the therapy, those adults telling you, bad things about me, about how whatever they want to say. But let's just read the court papers. So this is going to be your mother's narrative, but at least it tells you exactly what she said. Was she was going to waive child support if I agreed for her to move to Maryland, which I was fine. I wanted her to move on with her life and be happy because I never loved her. And the girl I did love. And you were a big part of that whole deal until I lost everything during the Great Recession at NJ.com, the Star Ledger. I lost that job, over 100K. You to go from 100K when you have bills to pay to zero. It makes life difficult, and then you throw cancer on top of that. It's a difficult go, bro. But I made it. Anyway, this is your child support. So it just talks about here. I'll just read it to you. It says the defendant and I have one child. This is coming from your mother's narrative, her voice, who is 5 years old. Pursuant to paragraph 1.01, page 17, we share joint legal custody, and I am the parent, primary residence. I moved to Maryland around July 1st, 2009 with Donovan. That's you. The defendant agreed to the move for her to take you to Maryland to live with your fake father, which I just wanted her to be happy. I never loved her. You know who I loved, and that's the person that made me happy at that time before I had cancer, and she no-showed me to be with the other dudes, but that's a whole nother story. Anyway, we share joint legal custody. I'm the parent. I moved to Maryland around July 1st, 2009 with Donovan. The defendant agreed to the move in May 2009 as explained in the judgment, so long as I agreed to eliminate his child support. Jason has never paid me child support. We shared finances in June 2009, and I moved shortly thereafter to Maryland. Defendant's true motives were obvious, as I always have understood. This is about money for the defendant, despite his contentious that Donovan comes first. The defendant never asked me anything about the move, never met a dump, my new husband, your fake father, what school Donovan would attend, and didn't even know what specific town I was moving to at the time, other than it was in the Baltimore area. He didn't care as long as he didn't have to pay child support, which I'm in sales, and I worked for NJ.com, Star Ledger, made over 100K, sales, volatile, Great Recession. They fired everybody, including me. And again, to go from $100,000 to zero, paying child support when you have no job and no unemployment, which I'll go through that later, it becomes difficult. You get your license suspended, you get warrants for your arrest, and I've had to go in front of court a whole bunch of times explaining everything. But let's just talk a little bit more about this child support. Is that here it is again, child support. I realized that in paragraph 2.0, so she realized in calling herself out that she agreed to this. The agreement, it says that if I decide to relocate to Maryland, which she did, and I agreed to that, if she was going to waive child support, that the defendant's child support would be suspended. And it goes on from that, but other ridiculous stuff was like MMA. The defendant shall be permitted to take the child to MMA events as long as himself is not training or participating in the event. The child, that'd be is properly supervised and then immediately removed from the age inappropriate behavior of MMA. And I've posted a whole bunch of other stuff. I have everything here for you to read, and it's all legal. You can read it at any courtroom in Ocean County, New Jersey, where the divorce took place, Maryland, and Los Angeles court system. Just put in your like court number, your name, they'll be able to find it. They have typewriters, everything's documented. So not being able to take you to an MMA event that I'm involved in, Elon Musk and the Zuck were going to have an MMA match, and Elon Musk has like 50 kids. You're going to tell me that he's not allowed to bring his kids to watch him fight Zuck? Mike Tyson that has kids, he's not allowed to bring them. It is Conor McGregor has kids, he can't bring them to his fights. Stupidest stuff. I posted about it. Can't even believe the system worked me over like that and made me out to a criminal for each time I lost a job. I even had to go in front of the court. This is dated January. Do you see that? 2021. During the pandemic, I lost my job at Realtor.com because Uncle Rupert Murdoch fired everybody while he was making record profits, and I had no job. But I did have unemployment, and when your job changes, you have to. It's your responsibility. While you have to pay the full amount of your child support, and you lost your job, you have to contact the court, set up a court date to go in front of a judge and tell them that you lost your job. Then they're supposed to go back to the date that you lost your job, that you've been having to pay your child support, and then retroactivate like the difference. You still have to pay child support no matter what from your unemployment. Even if it's $300 a week, you still have 20% is going to you. It's supposed to go to you, but nah, it goes to your mom and your fake father. And then after that court date, I had to stand in front of the judge, and all unemployment stopped in the state of California on January in California. And I had to go 2021 in front of the judge and explain to her why child support stopped. And she asked me, like, what's going on with child support, with unemployment? Why did unemployment stop? I told her she needs to contact Gavin Newsom. I have no idea. I can't control the state and unemployment. And then when it kicked back in the next month, they took out any months that they missed, and they add interest on it. It accrues. It's a horrible situation that a lot of people, including me, almost never got out of. But your mother was able to ding me here for, I posted that as well. But she got $6,000 on December 13th, 2021. And that money is supposed to all go to you. And you just got that at the end of December in 2021. You should have that money. And I just ran the LA Marathon. You turned 18, and when I ran it, it was a day after you turned 18 on March 17th, 2021. When I ran it, it was for freedom. It was for a lot. I was wearing my ancestral Galbraith kilt of my biological mother that hated me from birth. And I was expecting you to be at the finish line. You take that money that your mother and your fake father got, you demand it. You're 18 years old. All that money's supposed to be for you. And you were supposed to be there at the finish line, waiting for me. And we were supposed to have our relationship if you really were my son. And I just showed your DNA. Unless you prove it, you're not my son. You're Irish Spanish dude. So you weren't there. And now every day that goes by that you don't try to contact me, and all that info is like in every post I put up. It's very easy to contact me. I'm taking it personal. And as of, I have to have this heart surgery a week from July 13th, Friday 13th. I have to have this done, and if you don't contact me by that date, you are 100% dead to me. You're not my son. DNA, you can't prove it. You don't have it, and if you were my son, you would have an amazing fight in you, a Scottish warrior fight, the English knight fight. You would have it all, and you clearly don't, because my date's coming up, and it could be a date with death. But this is all the stuff that I have, like of you and me, like newspapers, and like, I don't know, like just you and me. I'm going to take all this stuff and I'm going to bury it all, just like it did. I wrote about it in my book, A Fallen King. And Captain Kidd buries all of his treasure in Oak Tree Pit. I'm going to take everything about you and me. I'm going to bury it somewhere in the desert and make a little map to it. And if anybody finds it in the future, aliens or anything, they'll see you and me and think we had a great relationship and when it all died, because you're either not my son, or if you are my son, you make no effort to contact me, and now you're 18. I ran the LA Marathon on March 18th, 2023 of this year. It's been that much time. I have a date with death. The Friday the 13th, a week from that day, for heart surgery. They're gonna go into my groin and go into my heart, and who knows what will happen. But if you don't contact me by then, never ever reach out to me. I don't know you. You're no son to me. No son of mine.